As they say around here, keep Austin weird. They're going to keep it electric today inside Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, home to the Longhorns. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. Texas. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Offense set on first down. On the ground, it's Brooks. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The burnt orange just smoked the Aggies the last time these two got together.
And anytime you get beat down by your rival, like Reese was talking about, it stings. And it's talked about for a long time, and your coaches do not let you forget it.
And these two teams feel it on the recruiting trail too, right? Texas's blowout win last year really helped them this past offseason, so they're looking to capitalize and see if they can go 2 years in a row.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Power football with the run. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give on the inside. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today. Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And the Longhorns are on the move. They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loses 2. Brings up 3rd down.
Now facing a 3rd and long.
3:25.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on 3rd down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. Did Bevo really get his name after altering a brand on his backside put there by Texas A&M students? So many questions to answer since 1894, guys.
And that's what's so cool about this rivalry. When you have the back and forth and who did what, going all the way back to 1894, Reese's first birthday, what an amazing rivalry.
There have been a lot of good players during that stretch, too. Think about Ricky Williams from the Horns, Johnny Manziel, Texas A&M. So many great coaches have patrolled the sidelines in this rivalry for years.
Touch pass on the run. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Still on his feet at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the big fullback. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Handoff to the fullback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The option look. Quick toss. On his feet at the 40. He's loose. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas.
He'll call for the fair catch here. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. At the 35, he's open. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter.
Texas A&M 7, Texas 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. They're going to ride this running back. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle, physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, what they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the fourth quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try it over the left side. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The give. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The AT unit on the field. Splits those uprights right in half. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Texas.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Cruz. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
That play had 0 shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. On target over the middle. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be 4th down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. In their own territory, but completely undaunted as they go for it and make it on fourth down.
Man, it's crazy. I don't even think you have a second thought anymore. Even in your own side of the field, like, what, I'm going to have bad field position? Nah, I don't really care. We're going to go for it. We're going to play the numbers. We're going to be aggressive.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Still running at the 40. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense. In their running game, that time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
The defense calls it. Second of the day as they try to get their act together. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Rousseau. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to power their way ahead. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Give to the running back. He's there to make the stop.
Great job of containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, man, this quarterback is fast. And you saw that on his ability to scramble around, but he wasn't fast enough to outrun that hit. And it was the hit that caused the incompletion.
The Longhorns decide to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Defense playing a bail technique. On the option. Now the toss. Fighting off the defender. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this young man.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They'd hoped to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Man, and they tried the surprise onside to start the second half. And this game's a great game. It's been back and forth, tie football game. Maybe trying to jumpstart yourself. But I tell you what, now you've put your defense in a bind.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Oh, it looks like the offense was able to recover it. Texas A&M going up tempo. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And they'll pass on the 50-yard field goal attempt and go for it on fourth down from the 33. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Low man wins. On fourth down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. At the 40, there he goes. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
You start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
And the runner is down, and so is the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Trying to beat them to the edge with the jet sweep. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I love defenses that can gang tackle. How about the defense getting a lot of hats to the football? That receiver's a fast dude. But this defense, they've got a lot of team speed themselves, and they showed it right there.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds the big tight end. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little stripe down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
Finds a crease at the 20. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Right back to the well. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fast motion from the offense. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3 spot, the kickoff unit set to go. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against him.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Texas A&M going quickly. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 10, Texas A&M 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Third down.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The give to the fullback. Oh no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security, though.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's fourth down. Like, fourth down and goal, and I got to reach that ball. First down, second down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Defense doing their job, getting that last stop, and now 3rd in California. Not a lot of play calls to convert this, so defensively, let's get off the field now. The clock's running. We need to give it back to our offense with as much time as possible.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Now the pitch. Still running at the 40. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. Texas A&M going up tempo. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, another good run. I feel like we could put that on loop, Jesse. Just another good run. Another good run. Another good run. Over 150 yards on the day. He's been the complete package, showing off all his skills today.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quick pass on the fly motion. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. This crowd even louder now on 2nd down as they try to hold on. Give to the fullback. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Trying to make it impossible to communicate. On the option. Now the pitch. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Fair catch called for and made. Here comes the Texas offense back on the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They'll run play action. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Right back to him on the ground. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down, now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback checking the play. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. That's the way you get things going. A huge play and now attacking from just inside the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Steps away to find some room. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Well, this defense has had the QB's number all game long. One of the reasons why is because this cornerback, when he's on an island, he's winning the 50-50 balls, and he's not letting anything get thrown over his head downfield. Great job in coverage, disguising what he's doing and knocking balls away.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Looking to the end zone. A strike downfield. Touchdown Longhorns! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And it's good, and he pushes the lead to 3. So a drive there of 85 yards. And what a way to end it with what is likely the game winner in the final seconds. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Texas A&M.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Oh, he's looking to throw. Here's a throw downfield late. And that pass intercepted. Trying to take it back. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious to be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media. It's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games starred. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.